Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. We're going to do another reading. Ooh, my right ear just started ringing. That is so crazy, child. Also, it was very interesting. I was feeding the cats and cleaning up around like where their food is. And I noticed there was a card underneath the pillows that are under my desk, because sometimes they'll come and sit on the pillows. Anyway, the thief card was hidden under one of the pillows, which was really strange. So I don't know if that has anything to do with a message for you guys, but I'm just letting you know there could be a thief or a conniving energy that's trying to lurk around and hide. And I just want you guys to be aware. It's not to be scared, but it's just to be prepared. Y'all know what I always say. It was just not coincidental. It was a coincidental situation. Ironically unironic for me to find that card right there. And it was like wedged in between two pillows that were stacked on top of each other. So it's like, how could that even happen? You get what I'm saying? It's just weird. So someone could definitely be trying to distract you. And the reading that I was planning on doing anyway was about what you don't see coming. So you may be distracted by something, or you may be focusing on something else and not see something coming. Someone could purposefully be trying to distract you. Just take it how it resonates, you guys. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. As always, thank you for being here. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I appreciate all of you guys' support, well wishes. I really do. Just know that the intention of this reading is to help you navigate your situation. And hopefully this can help you, okay? If there's anything you need to know, it's in the description box below. If you want to see my services, the link is below. Let me know if the reading is resonating, you guys. All right, for Pisces. First, let's just get one of these energy oracle cards. What is it, Spirit, that Pisces doesn't see coming? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God. What does Pisces not see coming when it comes to the near future at this time? Okay, journey. You may have to make a decision about which direction you're going to take on your path. You can't split yourself in two and go two different ways. You may have to decide what you're going to take with you and what you're going to leave behind. Which direction are you going? The World, 29. Journey is a 2. And indecision, yeah. You're going to have to decide which path you're taking. Like, what is the path that you're going to take? What is the road that you are going to walk down? What direction are you going in? It feels like this is a decision that you have to make that is fated. 8, fate, destiny, the infinity symbol. Okay. Kind of like getting to the end of a situation. 29 is an 11. So whichever choice you make, you're walking through a portal. Let's look at card number 29 first, okay? Very interesting. It says expansion, opening up. Now, the man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now's the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Interesting. And also, the card number 47, which is also an 11, is underneath the World card, which is the thinking woman. So I feel like you have some type of information or knowledge that you could be finding out about online, or you could be learning something about online marketing. Go big or go home is kind of the vibe. But you have to make a decision about what you're going to do. which option you're going to take, which road you're going to choose. Interesting. Now, journey says movement, relocation, travel. You can go anywhere. That's what it feels like. It's like you can go anywhere. You can do anything. Spirit is saying that the portal is open. You just have to choose what you want to do. Now it says pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat or class, or even a work-related trip. This card could also signal a move of residence or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that the plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey. And this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. Yeah, I feel like Spirit wants you to think big. What you don't see coming is like the bigger picture. Like, it feels like you're very close to a decision, or you're very close to a problem, or you're very zoomed in on something. And I feel like what you don't see coming is that you're going to have a wider perspective or a wider scope that you can work with. It's like kind of working with a limited number of resources or a limited number of ingredients. And it's like you can make something amazing with those limited ingredients. But just think if you had all of the choices available to you. Just think if you had all of the ingredients in the world available to you, what you could make, what you could create. And I think that's how Spirit is trying to get you to think. They're trying to get you to think big and expand the possibilities in your mind of what you can achieve. Because I don't necessarily feel like you guys are purposefully like thinking small. I just think that you may not understand or fully grasp how big something could be or how big something could get. Okay. Indecision, which choice to make? Question mark. This card marks the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life. Don't hesitate to pay attention to the or more. Okay. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Yet, you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. So it's like when they say consider which direction resonates with you most, and they say both in process and in the goal, it reminds me of card number 2, which is the journey, where it says that upright, it indicates the plan should go off without a hitch, but still be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. So the process is the logistical aspect. The motivations or the intentions behind what you want to do is basically the goal. I feel like whatever you're going to do, it's going to be an adventure. But it's like day to day, what do you find more joy in doing? Day to day, what piques your interest the most? Day to day, what do you feel most inspired to complete? What is it that you enjoy doing the most? Not even from just a creative standpoint, but from like a process standpoint, from start to finish. It's like, do you enjoy cooking or baking more? So if you choose, hey, I like baking more. I don't like cooking, regular meals. I enjoy making pastries or baking. It's because maybe you like the process of kneading the dough. Maybe you like to, taste test, and maybe you like sugary sweets more. I don't know what it is. You would know that. But that's what they're trying to get you to consider. If you don't like touching raw meat and it's gross, but you enjoy the feeling of dough in your hands, it seems obvious that you would probably want to choose baking, because more than likely that's going to give you more fulfillment throughout the process. And that process resonates with you more. The logistics of that resonate with you more. So it kind of feels like what you don't see coming is the fact that you're going to have more resources accessible to you, or whatever you choose, there's going to be expansion, but you have to make a decision on where you want to expand. Okay? It's kind of like, it feels hard, but it also feels necessary, so to speak. Like, this could be a difficult choice that you have to make because you may be interested in more than one thing. And it doesn't mean you can't incorporate those other things into this one path that you're going down. But you have to choose a path, because you can't split yourself up into multiple people. At least, I'm not going to say you can't. Okay? Because I ain't going to never say never. But it's like right now, you may not have the ability to do all of those different things. I feel like you're going to have to choose at least a focus, okay? What does Pisces not see coming in the near future, Spirit? Astral travel. So you're going to be projecting into the future. Gratitude in reverse. What does Pisces not see coming? Therapist. One more card for what Pisces doesn't see coming. Growth. I feel like what you don't see coming is that you're going to be given a premonition. You're going to be given a view or a window into the future to see how something could turn out or go down. If you don't choose a path, or if you continue to be indecisive, I feel like you're going to get a glimpse or like a preview into what could happen if you're indecisive, or if you continue to be indecisive. You're going to get a preview about what could happen if you are ungrateful for something. But we have upgrade at the bottom. Your life is about to have a major upgrade, and you also have growth. So you will grow from this situation. I feel like Spirit is going to show you a vision when it comes to how you can grow or improve, or how far you can take something in the future. Yeah, but it's like you're going to get a warning about what's going to happen if you stay stuck, you don't make a decision, or you keep a mindset that's stuck in the past. This could also be a projection into the future that you're being shown if you are distracted from what's right in front of you, or you don't see what's right in front of you, ultimately, i.e. being ungrateful. I don't think you guys are ungrateful. I just feel like you may be underestimating the power that you have, or the power of something that you want to create. You may be underestimating how far you can take it, or how far it can go. And Spirit is trying to get you to see that it's not just some fly-by-night situation. It's not just some fluke. It's actually real and possible. Yeah. Like Scrooge, where he had those 3 ghosts come and visit him. Past, present, and future. So you may have 3 separate visions, or 3 separate spirit guides lead you through some type of premonitions or visions to show you the past, the present, and the future, and what could happen if you either don't make a decision, or you are distracted and make the wrong decision. I don't ever think we make the wrong decision, but y'all, listen, take it how it resonates, okay? What else does Pisces not see coming? I feel like Spirit wants you to deal with whatever you've been through in the past. so that you won't be distracted by it, so that you won't be stuck in it. Okay? Despair. What does Pisces not see coming? What does Pisces not see coming? Distant horizons. What does Pisces not see coming? Poverty. Yeah. Main male. False person. So whoever this masculine energy is that has been the focal point of a lot of your pain is coming up as the subject to this reading when it comes to what you don't see coming. This person is going to distract you, or their presence or what they've done to you in your past is going to distract you if you're not careful. 32, 36, 37, 24, 8, 1. We have 2 8s out here. Okay. A 2. An 11. We saw another 11 with Thinking Woman. A 5 with the 32. A 6 with the 24. A 10 with 37. And a 9 with 36. Some type of impoverish situation is coming to an end. I feel like you're being released from some type of chains. You don't see this freedom coming, or you don't see how a dream could come true. It's like you feel like you're being cast out or isolated or shunned in some way, shape, or form. You don't feel accepted when it comes to something that you're trying to do or a dream that you want to happen. You feel like you don't have enough money, resources, value. Maybe you feel unappreciated. You feel like something is out of reach. And Spirit is like, no, no, no. It's not. There could be a false person that's distracting you, but this could be a memory of someone. Because there's this dreamy energy with astral travel and distant horizons. So some of you could be in a position where you're hearing the echoes of someone's voice in your head, and it's distracting you from the reality. It's distracting you from the possibilities of what you can accomplish, because all you can hear is their voice echoing in your head. And you feel like whatever they said to you is like true when it's more like a nightmare. This could have been somebody very controlling. This could have been a father figure, masculine energy. You could be the masculine who's the main male, and you could be feeling left out, or there's just like this overbearing, like masculine energy that's kind of been trying to control you since you were young. Like, what caused you to be indecisive? That's what I feel like Spirit wants you to get to the bottom of. What caused you to be indecisive? Because they're going to show you what happens, like Scrooge. They're going to show you what happens if you're able to overcome. And they're also going to show you what happens if you're not able to overcome a situation. What you don't see coming is the Page of Wands. You are going to have there is something that you're going to be very excited about in the near future. More than likely, I would say Sagittarius season, possibly. Maybe some of you Aries season. Why you don't see this coming? The 9 of Swords. Because you're afraid. You're afraid of the bad things that could happen. You're afraid of how something could go wrong. And it's distracting you from how it could go right. Okay, the possible outcome, Page of Swords. You're going to learn something about somebody sabotaging you and self-sabotage. And what's the advice for you? Next steps is the Temperance. Patience is a virtue. And that's why it's so irritating to have patience. Also, multitasking, balance, using the energy, utilizing the energy, King of Cups. You're getting a lot of messages and confirmations that something is going to go badly. But it's kind of an illusion, it feels like. It feels like whatever confirmations that you're getting that something is going badly or it's not going well is like a distortion or it's an illusion. But it's that way because you're thinking of something ending badly, or like the ghosts and remnants of past abuse is echoing in your head. But I feel like what you don't see coming is that something is actually going to go well. Or the more that you enjoy what you're doing, the better the outcome is going to be. You know, like the more you actually have fun doing what it is that you're doing and enjoy the process and the logistics, the better results you're getting. I feel like the vision that Spirit is going to show you is how grateful you're going to be when you deal with the things in the past that are holding you back or keeping you stuck and preventing you from upgrading your life or preventing you from feeling like you can upgrade your life. This is what all of this is about. What's the Page of Wands for what Pisces doesn't see coming? Three of Swords. One more card. Oh, wow. I guess two. Three of Coins and the Hierophant. Yeah, March could be significant. So Aries season in March. Okay. Aries and Taurus season. I feel like March and April. Okay. I feel like you are learning something here. High Priestess, Page of Coins. With the Hierophant and the Three of Coins, it feels like you're working on something or educating yourself. Training. You're in training. This is something intuitive or hidden with the High Priestess. There's a story that you're telling yourself with this specific High Priestess. There's a story that you've been telling yourself consistently that has motivated you, but also like put you at a detriment in some way. It's like you've learned how to tell yourself stories to distract from your pain. And there's the potential here for good news or something positive to happen. But I feel like you have to change this story. Like you feel like you have to do everything by yourself. You feel like there's no one here to help you. You feel like you can't trust anyone. And that's a story that you keep telling yourself, but it's also like you've become used to this. It's like you find some type of pleasure in suffering or pain, hurting yourself. I hope not literally. It's like the signs that you see when it comes to what's going on is going to be dependent on the story that you tell yourself. You're going to see, if you search for negative signs, you're going to see negative signs. It's like, it's just as simple as that. I feel like behind the scenes, you've been working on something that you feel like has a lot of potential, but you also feel like you have to work hard or you have to struggle or you have to suffer. And Spirit is like, no, not really. You think that's what you have to do because of your past, but if you heal from that and you release yourself from the shackles and bondage that keeps you thinking that that's true, then you'll realize that that's not actually true. What's the Nine of Swords? Knight of Wands. What else is the Nine of Swords? Seven of Swords. One more card for the Nine of Swords. Six of Wands. Okay, so when it comes to why you don't see this celebration coming, we have the Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, Death card, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands. So this is a warning about the actions that you take when it comes to being successful, or when it comes to working something in your favor. Like, whatever action that you take to get the outcome that you want, you're being warned not to ignore the signs or ignore the warning signs of like what you're creating and what you're manifesting. Pay attention to the warning signs. Like, know when to stop, or know when to be cautious. Know when to, okay. Because there's definitely something sneaky, or Seven of Swords just wanted to flip over. It's like there's some type of hidden trap, or maybe that's what you think. And it could possibly not be there. And there could be, like, okay, when you guys are working towards something and you're super excited about it, but then you get nervous, you get scared, you start to have anxiety. Spirit wants you to pay attention to what brings that on. Like, what causes that to happen? Are there specific thoughts that pop up in your mind? Are there specific people that you see in your mind's eye? Like, what causes those bouts of anxiety to form when you're moving towards something and it's starting to look successful? Are your actions and your intentions coming from a place of pure, like, joy? Or is it coming from a place of desperation, fear, anxiety? Like, what is it that you're doing? Are you confident that you're going to succeed? Queen of Wands. Are you confident in standing on business when it comes to what you really want? Are you doing what you want? Are you saying things that match up with your actions? Like, what is going on? This is about how you feel. This is about your passion, your inspiration, your sacral chakra. What motivates you? What drives you? What wakes you up every morning? Because if you're confident that things are moving forward, or you're confident that things are going to work out, then you're going to wake up every day motivated, and you're going to wake up knowing that your efforts are not in vain. It kind of feels like you're putting effort into something, but you think your efforts are in vain. So it's like counteracting or contradicting your magic and what you're manifesting. If you are passionate or excited about something that you want, but you're afraid of what's going to happen when you get it, that contradicts your manifestation. Like, the reason why you don't see something that you've worked hard for working out, or the reason why you self-sabotage when it comes to getting the recognition that you know you deserve, is because you either don't fully believe it, or you're nervous about what's going to happen when you get it. It's like you're confused about whether or not your investment is going to pay off. You're confused about whether or not the things you do day to day, your repetitive ritualistic actions towards this goal, are going to pay off. You don't know. So I just feel like sometimes, because you're not sure, or because you're confused, or because you may be a little clouded with your vision, you do things that are counterproductive to your overall success. Because you're afraid of what's on the other side. That's why you don't see this joy coming. Or that's why you don't see like a way for something to work out. It's like you're going to have fun. If you are taking a trip or you're going on a journey card, Distant Horizons, I just feel like this could even be like you're planning a trip, friends are planning a trip, and you're like, oh my God, I know I'm not going to afford it, so I'm just not going to go. And it's kind of like, that's the energy. If we use this as a metaphor for a trip. Yeah. Come on, baby. What's up, Pooh? Oh, they're here? Okay, well, help them come in. Just close my door. I'll be out there in a minute. Yeah, it's like if you get ready to take a trip and your friends are talking about, oh my God, I want to travel. We want to go here. I don't know, Florida. Just say you want to go to the beach to Florida, something simple. Because you don't see a possibility of being able to afford it, you don't even get excited about it. You don't plan anything. And I understand, like, that's a part of being responsible. I get it. But, like, you're immediately writing yourself off. You're immediately casting yourself out. You're immediately saying, oh, I just know this isn't going to work, so I'm not even going to try. And that's fucking bullshit. And that's why you don't see the possibility of something working out. But if you consistently worked on something, or you consistently trained or learned something, you would be able to accomplish it if you didn't like self-sabotage. If you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to work out and you meal prep, or you have a gym schedule, or you book a trainer, or there's some type of like action that you can take towards achieving this goal, it's like you're not even doing it because you're already afraid or decided that it wasn't going to work. Or you could be at that point of indecision where you're like, I don't know, I want to do this, but I don't know if it's going to work. So I'm thinking about going this way instead, because then I could just settle for this. And that's fine. But even when you settle for that, instead of doing the other thing, you still get in a position where you don't even believe that it's going to work. You can be mad at me if you want. You can be upset. I don't care. This is the facts. I'm so tired of like saying what is coming out and then people negating it because they don't want to believe that it's true. But then the result of their life shows that it's true. I'm so sick of that shit. And it's like, you know, I don't know necessarily. It may be a therapy thing where you need to seek a therapist and maybe not watch tarot. I've always said that. I've been the first person to tell y'all the disclaimer is below. And that means that I am not a licensed therapist or doctor. So if you need professional help, you need to seek it out. But it's like if you make if you write down a meal prep strategy and you put gym schedule days on your calendar, but then you just like, oh, even if I do all of that, I'm not going to lose any weight. Well, of course you're not. Anyway, the possible outcome is the Page of Swords. It's like, if you actually look at this situation positively and you see something working out and you just focus on that vision, you may gain a new perspective. And that's what I feel like the Page of Swords is that you're going to see a new perspective, and this is going to be a fresh feeling, and it's going to be new to you, and you're going to be even more curious about what else you can manifest. What else can I do? What else can I create? What else can I see through until the end? What else can I learn? What else can I accomplish? What's the Page of Swords? Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's like you're going to start to be more curious. You're going to start to question things. You're going to start to see more options and possibilities open up to where before you felt like you had no hope. What else is the Page of Swords? Justice. being rewarded for questioning the reality that you see, being rewarded for constantly exploring and researching, being rewarded for challenging the status quo. One more card for the Page of Swords. Yeah, the stars. See what I'm saying? It's like you're going to see an option or realize you have an option that you never believed possible, or that you never saw before, that you never thought about before. Possibilities are opening up that you never thought you would have access to. And I tell you guys this all the time. There's a lot of things that we think aren't possible because we've never been exposed to it. When I was a kid, I remember going to this benefit, and I don't know what it was about. It could have been choir. It could have been a field trip at school, but they exposed me to calamari and told me it was squid. And I said, what? You can eat squid? Not just eat it, but deep fry it and it be delicious? Are you kidding? And I've never stopped eating calamari since. I've shown my children calamari and they've had it. And I know it's more popular in restaurants nowadays, but I'm talking about late 90s, early 2000s, bro. I did not know you could eat fucking squid, octopus, and it would be delicious. And you could deep fry that sucker and have dipping sauces and feel amazing. It was a buffet. All you can eat. I don't remember where I was, but I was a child eating squid for the first time. You know, and it's like you crave those things once you get exposed to it. You crave those things once you see it. And it gives you this level of focus and understanding and determination that you've never had before. And I think that's where Spirit is trying to get you to when it comes to what you're trying to accomplish. They're trying to get you to this place where you use that. They want to get you to a place where that mustard seed of faith evolves into a meteor of faith. Because that's what it's about. Two of Wands, Two of Cups. Looking at the past and the future to determine what steps to take in the present moment, to determine what decisions to make in the present moment. You're in two minds about something. And I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on the outcome that you really want, even if you don't see how it's going to happen. What is the outcome that you really want? What is it that you've always wanted? What planted the seed within you that made you question, what can I do? That's what the possible outcome is here. So that could be reignited. But it definitely feels like a situation where Spirit is like, hey, what got you started on this path? How did you get to this point where now you're at a crossroads? What made you start walking? Because when you get to the bottom of that and you figure it out, then you will snap out of this illusion that you have to suffer in order to gain. And it could feel weird because it could feel like you have pressure from society. It could feel like you have pressure from people around you, family members, whatever. It could feel like there's this invisible monkey on your back, elephant on your back, whatever. But the outcome is that you're going to start to question things once you realize how this can change your reality. You're going to start asking yourself, well, if I can change that shit, what the fuck else can I change? I know it's a lot that I can change. Because I just changed this. And can't nobody or they bitch ass mama tell me that I can't change something because I just watched myself change this. There's something here that's made for you. There's something here that you are meant to do. And the decisions that you're making right now are literally revealing that to you. The picture is becoming clearer and clearer and clearer, and you're going to want to focus in more and more and more. And I think it's important, especially with this world card, for you to try to have a well-rounded perspective and not to get too close to your problem or too close to the issue or too close to the decision. But the more information you gain, the more curious you'll become. And the more you'll want to test out this power. And I feel like that's ultimately what Spirit wants you to do. I mean, because the advice is definitely this Temperance energy, which is very much so magical, mystical, otherworldly. I can't remember what that lady is called, but I think it's Hindu. Yeah. I feel like this is also about the power of your mind with the astral travel and distant horizons and the Page of Swords. It's like developing the power of your mind, your thoughts, and your communication. And listen, I'm not perfect. Y'all, I don't have all the answers and I don't always do everything right. But that's impossible, bitch. Nobody is perfect. And nobody's going to be able to do that. Not here on this green earth. So I'm just trying to do my best to guide you guys and keep you motivated. Because whatever is going on, whether it's imposter syndrome or the ghosts of someone's abusive voice in your head or the past that you are kind of like stuck in and repeating cycles with, whatever it is, they want you to snap out of it. So what is the Temperance card for the advice? Okay, the Empress reversed. And the Four of Coins. I feel like if you blend things together, like I know I said something about multitasking. I do feel like Spirit wants you to multitask. I feel that there's like something that you want to blend together or something you need to blend together. Or blending these things together that you want to do could give you the answer. I don't know what that is, but that's the message. It feels like if you are multitasking, you just have to have patience with yourself. If you're trying to do multiple things or if you're trying to blend something together, you're going to reach the right consistency. I'm also getting like if you cook or you bake, something is too dry. There needs to be more moisture. There needs to be more maybe emotions, feelings, like real deep feelings, curiosity, passion. It feels like something is kind of bland or it's dry or it's boring. I also feel like if you are being authentic, that's going to be your justice because people are going to start to be curious about you because you're not dry and bland. You're being your fucking self. If you're cooking or baking, I feel like something needs more moisture, oil, water, milk. If you baking and you using water for your recipes, baby, please try milk. My mama told me that a long time ago. When them box cakes tell you to use water, replace that water with some milk. Your cake will come out much better and not be as dry, and it won't dry out as quickly. It'll last longer. Yeah, so it's like don't be dry, don't be boring, don't be bland. Be yourself. Pop out. Period. Step. Do it your way. Six of Wands, especially in this deck. It's like there are people who are trying to bite your swag or bite your style, steal your swag, copy your style. And it's because you're authentic. It's because you're unique. It's because you do things your own way. You don't do it the way it's been done. I feel like the way you've been doing something needs to be spiced up. Maybe you need more seasoning. Maybe you need more milk. Something is dry and bland. And either that's your answer or that's what you're bringing to the situation that spirit wants you to tap into. You get people revved up. You get people excited. You know, it's like there's something that's like torture. The way things have always been done, the way things are quote unquote supposed to go, or the way you're expected to do something is whack. And I've told y'all that before. There's this, spirit is also telling you that things are going to balance out, because there's this like progress that you're having to make even when things are difficult. It's like you have to keep hustling, keep flowing, keep climbing, keep grinding, because right now, even though things could be kind of scarce, or like it feels like things are dried up, things are drying up, there's going to be an influx that spirit is bringing in, and it could be very lucrative. You know, like if you work for yourself and you're a business owner, and maybe you're somebody who works with contractors, or you do contract work, you never know when your next check is going to come for real. It's like spirit is telling you to be patient. Don't make decisions rashly or from fear, and do your best to like spice things up, or maybe add a little extra something. You know how when companies give you like free stuff when you order, you get like a free mystery gift, you know, things like that, to spice it up or to make it special or to make it unique. And then save your money when the things dry up, because you're gonna receive, I feel like, a balanced amount. So if you're a contract worker, you may get a big contract and you have to make it stretch. You may get a big check and you have to make it stretch. Or you may have some ingredients and you have to make them stretch. But if you add a little something else that you have more of, and you may be stretching something that you don't have a lot of, but you're adding something that you have plenty of, that's going to be like a spiced up, snazzy version compared to what other people are doing. You may not have a lot of experience in the game when it comes to the way people think you should do things, but you have a lot of maybe street experience. Whatever it is, I don't know. But that's the vibe. One more card for Temperance. Yeah, Two of Swords. You may not know where your next meal is coming from or your next check is coming from. It's like, you have to make a decision quickly. A lot of you guys are under pressure. You feel the fire lighting up under your ass. And you could be holding on to something that's not really growing or going anywhere. And it's stressing you out because you're like, damn, I've invested all this time and energy into this thing, and I'm just not sure if what I'm doing is going to pay off. But I feel like Spirit is saying that they're working behind the scenes. Something divine is going on. Magician and the King of Cups, back where we started. There's movement going on that you don't see up under the surface. And don't let the pressure get to you, because the King of Cups is always like depicted as, I would say, nurturing, but also very charismatic. The King of Cups is depicted around all that water, but they're calm, right? So as the fire starts to heat up, as things start to heat up, keep your fucking cool. Especially when money gets tight, or when resources get tight, or there's some type of stretching. Because I feel like you're very well versed in stretching. You know? You may have been a little pickpocket when you was a kid. You may have been stealing when you grew up because you didn't have nothing to eat. So you figured out how to feed yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever it was that you felt forced to do in your past to survive, you can release it. It helped you grow. You know that that's not necessarily what you wanted to do, and that doesn't define who you are. So Spirit is giving you permission to release it and stop seeing yourself as this horrible person. Maybe you had to be on the street. Maybe you had to walk a road that's similar to Figueroa. Maybe you had to do some things in your young age that you're not proud of. Maybe you had a fall from grace and you went from being very wealthy to very poor. And you're beating yourself up about that. Whatever you're beating yourself up about, Spirit is telling you, hey, now's the time. We're giving you a window into the future to decide where you want to go from here and to hopefully help you down the path where you make a more aligned decision. Okay? Sagittarius energy is out here, possibly Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, or Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus. Let me see. I'm just saying, y'all. And you're not the only one. We're all going through it. Ultimately, this is happening because your life is upgrading. And you're about to have more access to resources and ingredients than you've ever had before. But if you self-sabotage and you don't think you're worthy, or you don't think you can do it, or you don't think you have what you need, or you think the competition is too stiff, you're going to be fucking yourself in the ass with no Vaseline, raw. And Spirit don't want you to block your blessings like that. They don't want you to martyr yourself anymore. They don't want you to sacrifice yourself anymore. They don't want you to lose sight of where you're going, distracted by what's behind you. You can listen to me if you want to. What's the significant time frame for this reading for Pisces? And y'all know I love you, but it's like, these are the type of readings that, you know, are challenging because I know it's hard to hear. Okay? Don't Wait Around is in reverse. Next month, autumn. So September could definitely be significant. Why? Why is next month autumn significant? Ooh, Virgo season. 9 of Coins. Reaping a harvest. A harvest being able to be picked. Your hard work paying off. 9 of Coins. Some type of security, stability, independence. The ability to save your money. Six of Pentacles. The Fool. Period. You could receive some type of help or assistance in Virgo season. Next month is significant because I feel like that's when you're going to be feeling more secure, stable, independent, possibly riding off the high of receiving back what you feel like you've given to something. Like when you plant a garden, it's not immediate gratification. You have to wait till the fucking plants grow. That's what's going on. It's just been a long, and I'm not saying it hasn't been a long time. It's been a long wait. And I know you don't want to wait anymore. You're tired of waiting. I feel like that's why that card came out reversed. But like, something is about to pay off for you. And it feels like when the leaves change color and fall off the trees. You know how in Game of Thrones, because y'all know I'm watching Game of Thrones. It's going to be a while before I use that deck. But Spirit has messages in that deck for y'all. You know when Khal Drogo got cursed by that lady and Daenerys was trying to keep him alive, but he was like a vegetable, and she was like, when is she asked the witch, when is he gonna be like he was? And she was like, when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Bitch, that's when pigs fly. That's what you're trying to tell me. That's what your ass is trying to tell me right now. Is that what you're trying to say? That when pigs fly and when hell freezes over, that's when he's not going to be a vegetable? And it's just like, I feel like you guys kind of feel that way. about something that you've been putting a lot of investment, time, and energy into repeatedly. And I just feel like you are tired of waiting for this to pay off. But when I tell you, the payoff is going to be substantial. Your patience is going to be rewarded. And I know it doesn't seem like it. So if any of you Pisces have already received the payout and you're on a different timeline, please give anything that you can to your fellow Pisces who could possibly be struggling in the comments. What's this don't wait around in reverse? Eight of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there is a big contract or opportunity coming up that you don't see that may be transpiring in the fall. Or there's a big check you're going to get. This may be overtime that you've worked. This could be an increase or bonus finally kicking in. This could be something that you didn't know that you were going to get paid for. Maybe you forgot about it. Maybe you got tired of waiting on it. And here it is coming through. But you're doing the work for it right now. And Spirit doesn't want you to get discouraged because it's like there's a delayed gratification or a delayed reaction. And if you kind of like slack on what you're doing right now and you lose the momentum that you've built, it could affect this payout that you're going to receive in September. Virgo season, I'm just saying. Okay. Ace of Wands. This could be a new project that you're working on or something new that you're incorporating to spice up or jazz up what you do. And it's transforming the situation, but it is taking a bit longer than what you may like. Okay. I feel like there's somebody false here who's trying to distract you. And it's either the ghost of their voice or it's their actual presence throwing you off. Okay. What else does Pisces need to know? Anything else? Nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. Anything else that Pisces needs to know? Thrills. Jesus. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Somebody might like to go out to the club, drink a lot, gamble. Or somebody may have like the fast money life, the servers, the bottle girls, the strippers, the dancers, the, street pharmacists, all that type of stuff. The fast life, the fast money could be what you're kind of like used to. Or it could be what somebody is trying to tempt you into going back to. Masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure, legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. And I said something about that masculine energy. It's something about a man. I don't know who this man is or how this man is connected to you. You may be trying to figure out a way to make fast money legally. Maybe that's what you did. Envy just fell out. Resentful, competitive, discontent. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. Boundaries, disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Oh, child. Yeah, it kind of feels like somebody is upset that they can't do what you do. And either they're trying to distract you or they're trying to, I don't want to say seclude. That doesn't sound right. It's like submerge, but not really. It's like they want to hide something. I feel like you're setting a boundary or you need to set a boundary with someone who wishes that they could do what you do and they're upset that they can't. And I don't know if this person wants to make you feel like you can't be included or make you feel like you have to struggle, or they're doing things to create problems. You may even wish that you could do the things that people do to make fast money, and you may be a little envious and jealous of those people because they're able to make fast money, but fast in it equals fast out. You know that you have to set a boundary and do something legally. Some of you men may be a little envious or jealous of women who are able to strip, prostitute, do that type of stuff. But listen, I don't know. Everything comes at a cost. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's like Spirit is trying to get you to see that this long-term investment that you're making is definitely going to pay off. Especially if you came from fast life and you're wanting to settle your ass down. And I'm just telling you, like, yes. It's going to feel fucked. Even if you didn't come from fast life and you're seeing people who, like, it just feels like a slap in the face, to be honest with you. And I get where you guys are coming from. It's like you work your honest best all your life. You try to stay on the up and up. You try to treat people right. You try to do the right thing. But every day, you gotta have these raggedy bitches and these raggedy niggas shoved down your motherfucking throat with this bullshit that they profit off of. And you just sitting here trying to survive and not do wrong by nobody. And you basically, you struggle to feed yourself every goddamn month. I get it. I totally get it. And it's fucked up. Some of y'all been trying to find a job. You've been trying to maybe even do a business and a job. Some of y'all may have been doing a business and you've been having a slow patch. And you've been trying to apply for jobs, can't find no job. You decide, well, I'm not going to wait around for it. I'm going to just pour everything into my business. Let me tell you something. That is working out in your all of this shit that you have been force fed through the media to make you want to go down a fucked up path, to make you want to. I have contemplated so many months selling pussy, bitch. I'm not even being funny. I have contemplated so many months after all the shit that I've been going through the past 2 years. Bitch, can you sell pussy? Do you want to sell pussy? Is that something feasible? If you had an OnlyFans, could it be successful? What do you really want to do? And y'all might think I'm joking, and it's kind of funny, but it's not. So when I say I get what y'all are saying, I get what y'all are saying. But I come back every day and I show up because you guys have expressed to me how much these readings help you get through it. And damn it, if that ain't the reason why I started, I don't know why I started. That's exactly why I started. So I'm going to fucking show up. And now I'm showing up in other places, and I'm showing up in places that I've been supposed to show up at. And I'm not giving up, and I'm not folding, and I'm not selling no goddamn pussy, because I'm not giving these hoes the satisfaction who wanted to see me on the street selling pussy or in the virtual streets selling pussy. I'm not giving them the satisfaction. So what it looks like to me is that the scope of your accessibility to resources is opening up in the autumn next month. And the money is going to start moneying a little bit more. And Spirit is like, hey, okay, just keep it together, bitch. Keep it together, nigga. Keep it together, you, whoever you are. Nightlife, thrills, and envy. What is that? 5 of Wands. It's a fast life, but it's crazy. You don't want to be part of the 27 club. Even if you young out here, you get what I'm saying? All you young girls and guys watching this, just go watch fucking Soft White Underbelly and look at them people's faces, the stories. And if that don't turn you off from that shit, I don't know what to tell you. What else is this? Nightlife, thrills, and envy? 2 of Wands. Yup. You're being warned against you're being warned against making a decision that's going to cause you more conflict and create more chaos in your life, trying to get some fast money. Or doing things that match up with your demons in the past, realigning with your past demons. You're being warned against making those decisions that ultimately will sabotage you even more. Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, ultimately is going to be good at first, and then you're going to be upset with the decision that you make because you're going to have an outcome that you don't expect, and it's going to cause even more conflict than what you saw coming. You're not going to be able to see the conflict from it coming. Yeah. Somebody may be offering you something to where you can make a quick buck. I wouldn't take it. Or somebody may be coming in and presenting something as if it's a good decision, but it's ultimately going to cause more conflict that you don't expect. And your intuition is going to tell you this. I feel like your intuition is going to caution you. Anyway, let's get some advice. If y'all enjoyed this or it was helpful, like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Let's get some advice. If you feel like you gained something positive from this reading or it helped you, please consider donating to the Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle below. It really does help out you guys when it comes to getting candles, cards, supplies. I told y'all that I do have my eye on the deck, and I really do want to get it because I feel like it may have some good messages for us. But anyway, thank you guys so much for your support. All of you guys who've donated, don't feel obligated to donate again unless you want to. And if you don't have it, you don't have to explain yourself in the comments, baby. It is okay. Just engage with the content. Leave a comment, like the video, and share it with someone if you think it could help them. Okay? Now, advice. Oh, my Lord, for Pisces. Yeah, it's really about gratitude. Envy, jealousy, wishful thinking, wishing for something that other people have and not being appreciative of what you have. Being ungrateful. Okay. Passion. The universe is always guiding me towards my passions. Okay. The angels ask you to act and follow what you believe in with all your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. But not like fleeting activities that bring pleasure. Drinking, smoking, drugs, fast life, nightlife, clubbing. Those things are temporary pleasures, fleeting satisfaction. They want you to invest in things and engage in activities that will bring you exponential pleasure. Gratitude. I am grateful for many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. The angels want you to remember, if you just pause and think for a moment, you might just recognize that you have so much to be thankful for, no matter how small these positive things might seem. Exactly. They're really big. When you don't have to run from a pimp and get your ass whooped by a pimp, or be at risk of being raped on the street, or possibly even unalived, or you don't have to worry about where you're going to sleep at night because you make an honest living even if you scratching by, that is a blessing. Even if you don't have a place to live and you have people looking out for you and you manage to wake up every day with all your limbs intact, and you can fight another day, that is a blessing. If you have a job that you fucking hate, but it pays your bills, and sometimes you can take a trip here and there, that is a blessing. Let's not lose sight of the truth and get distracted. At the bottom, abundance. Abundance is my essence, my foundation, and my being. The angels are telling you that you already possess the power to have everything you've ever dreamed of and more. The World card. Whew. When you cultivate true joy, love, peace, passion, purpose, and freedom inside yourself, you'll see these things reflected back to you in your outside world. And finally, anxiety. I inhale peace and exhale worry. The angels come to comfort you and to remind you that you are not alone and that assistance is accessible to you if you need it. Take it as a message that you need to make some time for yourself, to unwind and concentrate on self-care. Let go of what you cannot change. You can only do what you can do when you can do it with the information that you have. And that is not a punishment. So when you can only do what you can do, there's no use stressing about what you can't do. There's no use catastrophizing what could happen because of what you can't do. Just ask spirit and say, hey, God, source, universe, most high, spirit, whatever words you use, all I can do is this. And I'm grateful for that. With that being said, let me stop. Shout out Abba and Preach. With that being said, I need help with this. So if I bring this, can you help me with this, please? And just watch it happen, y'all. And I guarantee you that you will see that truth and you'll start to think from a different perspective. The only way you won't see it and the only way that new perspective won't come in is if you're dedicated not seeing it. Okay? So like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Donate if you can, you guys. Get in the comments. And I hope this helped you. If you want to book a reading, the link is below. And remember, Pisces, this is our Circle Boost. Bye.